Babes, I am literally out of breath. I am hyperventilating
Mm.
because Casa Amor is finally, absolutely giving us the sheer unadulterated chaos we have been begging for.
Oh, the structural integrity of this entire villa has completely collapsed. I mean,
Yeah.
it is just rubble at this point.
It is rubble. Welcome back, Snark Squad. We love you. We see you. And babes, we are just so incredibly happy you're here today.
Grab a drink, seriously, because we are spiraling before we even make it through the front doors of the villa today.
You literally need a beverage for this. We've got Pim Spritzes on deck right now, which, you know, if we're recapping Love Island UK, it just feels like the only correct choice.
It is essential. I mean, one more sip of this, and I am absolutely going to start saying cheers with a terrible fake British accent.
Please don't. I will actually leave the room. But speaking of things that are completely sending me down a rabbit hole right now, Canada Day.
Oh my God, yes. Wait, how did we even get here?
Okay, so it just happened, right? And my brain just completely short-circuited trying to figure out if the royal family actually celebrates it. Like, what do they do?
Right, like, is there a protocol? Do they send a tweet?
Exactly. Do they send a card? A royal wave across the ocean? How are Canadians even connected to the monarchy anyway at this point?
It's just this giant geopolitical question of why we even have a royal family anymore. It makes zero logical sense to me.
Okay, but hear me out. I actually kind of love it. I mean, I defend the fun of it, you know? The tradition, the history, the little hats. It gives continuity.
Continuity of what? I literally don't think a single person on Earth actually understands how the Constitution works with them.
I mean, I definitely don't.
Neither do I. We both definitely failed high school civics. But from an analytical standpoint, it's just taxpayer money funding professional wave givers.
Well, you say that, but it is deeply romantic to some people. But speaking of national holidays and complete chaos, Independence Day is coming up here in the U.S.
Which is its own special brand of psychological warfare, especially for us.
Babe, since we both work at different dental clinics, we need to talk about the absolute absurdity of decorating a dental office for a holiday.
It is a workplace comedy. I am not kidding. My office right now has red, white, and blue literally everywhere.
Oh, same. It's so weird.
You're walking into a sterile medical environment, right?
Yeah.
You're about to get a root canal, and there is shiny tinsel just draped aggressively over the x-ray machine.
I had a patient the other day who was just staring up while I was cleaning his teeth, and he had this, like, bib on that was covered in bald eagles.
No way. Bald eagles?
Yes, and he's trying to talk around the suction tube, making weird comments about the festive vibes, and I'm just like, sir, please don't speak. I have sharp instruments in your mouth.
It makes no sense. I swear every dentist secretly harbors this intense, unfulfilled desire to be a professional party decorator.
They really do. Like, they buy out Party City and just unleash it on the waiting room.
Deflecting from the clinical anxiety with cheap plastic stars.
Exactly. But, Biggs, enough about kings, queens, and our highly questionable constitutional knowledge. Let's get into the villa because these islanders are ruling absolutely nothing right now.
Zero empires intact. Let's start with the absolute mess in the main villa, because Jasmine's master plan is bordering on Machiavellian.
Oh my gosh, poor Priya. Priya is literally sitting in purgatory right now.
She is a human shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's break down this sneaky little strategy Jasmine and Micah are running.
Right, because Jasmine wants Jordan.
Yes, Jasmine wants Priya to crack on with Jordan so that Jordan gets a ticket into the main villa, but it is purely, and I mean purely as Jasmine's backup plan.
Just in case Kavan strays at Casa Amor, which, spoiler alert, we will get to.
Right, but it's this whole hypocritical girls-girl routine. Jasmine is manipulating Priya while pretending she's just hyping her up.
See, I want to defend Jasmine just a tiny bit here.
Defend that. I mean, it's Casa Amor. You literally need options,
Excellent.
right? She can't see what Kavana's doing, so she's just trying to secure a safety net.
Oh, it's completely ruthless. You can't just use another human being's emotions as an insurance policy.
I can see that it's messy. It really is. But Priya is so desperate for a connection because Carlos is giving her the absolute ick. Oh, Carlos is a walking, talking ick. I am convinced that man only operates on dating advice he got from his mother in 2005.
He is so suffocating. And because of that, Priya pulls Jordan for a chat and completely ignores the massive red flashing lights.
Jordan literally told her, to her face, that he prefers Jasmine.
I know, he made it so clear, and Priya just glosses over it. She's like, well, I'm open to getting to know you anyway.
Because she's terrified. But speaking of terrified and complaining, we have to talk about Lola.
Oh, Lola spiraling over Sean winning the kissing challenge.
I cannot handle the wet blanket energy. It's a game.
I know, I want to have empathy because it sucks to see your guy kissing other girls, but it's Love Island. It's not a monastery.
Exactly. You signed a contract to go on a dating show. She needs to lighten up so badly.
She really does. But okay, if we want to talk about people who need to lighten up, let's head over to the actual Casa Amor, because Simba's logistical nightmare has me screaming.
Simba is putting on a masterclass in fumbling right now.
The non-breakup. Can we talk about the non-breakup?
It is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. Simba and Nava are fighting again, and they literally break up.
But they aren't even coupled up.
Exactly. You cannot terminate a contract that doesn't exist, Simba.
And he's getting so defensive about it. But the bed switcheroo, I was hiding behind my hands watching this.
Okay, let me detail this for the Snark Squad, because it defies logic. Simba tells Nova, okay, cool, we'll still share a bed tonight.
Right.
Then, maybe an hour later, he immediately tells Mara he is going to share a bed with her.
Just double booking a single mattress.
Yes, and his grand master plan to fix this is to pawn Nava off on Samraj. Like, oh, hey, bro, can you just sleep with this girl so I can sleep with the new one?
And the Vez reaction is going down in the reality TV Hall of Fame.
Iconic. Truly iconic.
She didn't even yell. She just laughed right in his face.
Just a devastating, soul-crushing laugh while Simba is trying to defend himself.
He's literally like, I am 25 years old. And she's like, well, you're acting like a child.
And then she threatens to sleep outside, which completely shatters his ego.
I relate to Neve's absolute exhaustion with this man so deeply, she is just done.
She reclaimed her power in one laugh. But Simba isn't the only guy in Casa losing his mind. Let's talk about Aiden's bizarre agenda.
Oh my god. Aiden's vendetta against Jasmine, it is so weird.
He is acting like a Beggy Oliver twist for kisses for Martha. Please, sir, may I have a smooch?
I know.
But at the same time, he is actively pushing his brother Kavan to crack on with Charlene.
Yes, he pulls Kavan and goes, I see your pearly whites, I've got my brother back. Like Jasmine was holding him hostage or something.
It's just because Aiden personally dislikes Jasmine, so he's trying to orchestrate this whole breakup by proxy.
It is such toxic behavior. And meanwhile, his own game is so embarrassing.
Martha's reality check to him was brutal.
She straight up tells Aiden to his face that he isn't intellectually stimulating compared to Samraj.
She called him dumb in the nicest, most British way possible.
And then she kisses him anyway.
And has to teach him how to do it.
Oh, I cringed so hard. The desperation from Aiden is just off the charts.
It's entirely transactional for Martha. She just needs a ticket to the main villa.
Totally. But wait, in the midst of all this delusion, there is actually a spark of genuine romance.
You're talking about Lorenzo and Julia.
I am. Because surprisingly, Lorenzo actually has a personality.
Who knew? The man has essentially been high-end furniture for 3 weeks.
I am gushing over them, honestly. It's a little awkward, but their chemistry feels so genuine.
It is wild. Lorenzo has spoken more words in 3 days with Julia than he has in the entire last month with Jasmine.
He actually lost his voice. Like, physically lost his voice from talking to a girl.
That's how you know it's real. But all of this setup, leads us to the absolute cinematic masterpiece of this episode.
The Selfie Sabotage Challenge.
Where producers deserve an Emmy, a Golden Globe, a Nobel Peace Prize.
Babes, this was art. So the setup is the Casa girls get a secret text, right?
Right. They had to take undetected selfies with the boys fitting specific cheating prompts.
It bypassed all the he said, she said rumors and just delivered hard, pixelated proof.
Well, it started out a little slow. We had the boring ones first.
Yeah, Samraj being the boy who can talk his way out of anything, and Aiden just giving a thumbs up without giving his OG girl a thought.
And Finley making hearts race. The main villa girls like Micah and Ellie were completely unbothered by those.
We were just sitting there sipping their drinks, like whatever.
But then the carnage started.
The Simba and Mara selfie. The prompt was, enjoying the lad's holiday.
And it's just Simba fully making out with Mara in the background.
And Angelista's reaction in the main villa, she literally ran away.
It was a full-on sprint, a fight-or-flight response, and her body chose flight. She just took off across the decking to process it.
It was hilarious, but also so sad. But then came the betrayal of the century. Lorenzo and Julia.
The loving the test prompt.
Julia taking the selfie herself while kissing Lorenzo by the pool. She didn't even try to hide it across the yard.
She signed her work. It was iconic.
And Jasmine was literally squirming on the floor in the main villa.
Writhing around like she was on fire.
And the girls are trying to comfort her, but simultaneously, they are just aggressively mocking Lorenzo's straw hat.
That was the best part. They can't fix the cheating, so they attack the fashion. They're like, he looks like a sugar daddy. He looks like an old man on a cruise.
It is such a classic coping mechanism, just roast the guy's outfit.
Yeah. But that wasn't even the final blow. The fold. Kavan and Charlene.
The prompt was easiest to turn, and Kavan was caught in 4K.
I laughed so hard, he folded like a cheap lawn chair. He spent 2 days claiming he liked Jasmine, and then boom, kissing Charlene.
And Jasmine's reaction was just utter speechlessness. She was holding the phone, staring into the void, realizing her entire moral high ground was gone.
Because she was using Priya.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't have to feel bad about it.
Exactly. But then Priya steps in, and this is where my brain broke.
HR mode activated.
Priya goes into full HR mode, puts a hand on Jasmine, and tells her to remember who you are, like she's Lewis Hamilton.
What does that even mean? Is Jasmine a Formula One race car?
I don't know. It was the most bizarre, out-of-pocket analogy I've ever heard on reality TV.
Priya just panics and grabs for cultural touchstones
Yeah.
when she doesn't know how to handle real emotions.
It was incredible. Which leads us perfectly into our first segment because we need to hand out some hardware. Crown or clown?
Let's do it. You go first. Who is getting your crown this episode?
Okay, my crown has to go to Julia. For taking that selfie herself, locking down her man, and not flinching for a single second. She owned it.
She really did.
Yeah.
She wasn't subtle, and I respect the audacity. For my crown, I'm actually splitting it.
Okay, rule breaker.
I have to.
Yeah.
I nominate the producers for finally giving the main Villa girls a wake-up call with that challenge. And I nominate Nava.
Yes, Nava.
Because she refused to be a quiet Casa victim. She gave Simba absolute hell and didn't let him manage her.
She laughed in his face, which is the most powerful thing you can do to a man's ego.
Exactly. Now, who are the clowns? I'll start this one.
Go for it.
My clown is undeniably Simba. For lacking basic logistical skills and genuinely thinking he could mastermind a three-way bed swap without any consequences.
He really thought he was a genius for a minute there.
He's a clown.
Okay, I am pushing back slightly because while Simba is a clown, I nominate Kavan.
Ah, the cheap lawn chair.
Yes. For folding so quickly after claiming he really liked Jasmine. And I also have to nominate Aiden for being just an awful influence on his brother and begging for kisses like a little puppy.
Aiden is wearing oversized clown shoes at this point.
Truly. Okay, so moving into segment 2, Villa Cabinet.
Oh, this is going to be a disaster.
If the Islanders had to run a country together, we have to assign each one a government role. Let's start at the top. Prime Minister.
It has to be Priya.
Oh, 100%.
She's constantly in HR mode. She's always trying to give stern talking tos and manage everyone's crises.
Even while her own love life is completely falling apart.
She would be at the podium delivering a PowerPoint presentation on GDP while the Parliament building is actively on fire behind her.
Ending every speech with a Lewis Hamilton quote.
Exactly. Okay, who is the minister that accidentally starts an international incident?
Simba. Without a doubt, it is Simba.
Because of the logistics.
Yes. He would promise alliances to 3 different countries on the exact same day. Just like his bed-sharing promises.
You would sign a treaty with France and then turn around and promise the exact same treaty to Germany.
And accidentally trigger a world war because he didn't want to have an awkward conversation.
Accurate. Terrifyingly accurate. Lastly, who is the official that resigns after 3 days in office?
Lorenzo.
Because of his vocal cords.
He literally lost his voice just from having to speak to a girl for 3 days in Casa Amor. He could not handle a week in Parliament.
The bureaucratic fatigue would break him. He'd just leave his straw sugar daddy hat on the desk and walk out.
The government collapses immediately, just like these couples, which brings us to segment 3, Love Island approval ratings.
Time to rate the major couples on chemistry, trust, entertainment, long-term potential, and pure delusion.
Let's start with the messiest one right now. Kavan and Jasmine.
Trust is an absolute 0.
Oh, -0. Chemistry is debatable, honestly.
But pure delusion, off the charts, 10 out of 10.
I completely agree.
Because both of them are actively lining up backups. Jasmine using Priya, Kavan kissing Charlene, while pretending to be respectful to each other.
It's mutually assured destruction, and they don't even know it yet. Okay, Simba and Angelista.
Entertainment is a 10 out of 10.
I mean, Angelista sprinting away from the photo. That is reality TV gold right there.
But long-term potential is a 0. Simba cannot focus on one person if another person walks into his peripheral vision.
It's so toxic, but we love watching it. What about Lorenzo and Jasmine?
Trust is -100.
Yeah, that is done.
Lorenzo is absolutely bringing Julia back, but Honestly, Yasmin's better off sticking with Tommy anyway.
I think so too. Like, Lorenzo betraying her actually frees her up to crack on with Tommy without looking like the bad guy.
It gives her the perfect excuse.
Yeah.
Finally, Sean and Lola.
Ugh. Chemistry is high, I guess, but entertainment is a solid 0.
They are completely closed off, they are miserable about the challenges, and it makes for boring TV.
They just sit around sulking. If you don't want to play the game, just pack your bags and leave.
Go back to the real world, honestly. Which brings us to the most stressful part of the week. Segment 4, tomorrow night.
Oh, babes, my stomach is in knots. We have to share our predictions for the recoupling.
Let's hear yours first. What is your biggest prediction?
I think. Actually, you know what? What is your biggest prediction? Because I know you have a dark one.
Oh, I predict an absolute bloodbath recoupling. It's going to be a massacre.
A massacre.
Lorenzo, Simba, and Kavan will all bring new girls back to the main villa.
That visual is going to be devastating. Just 3 guys walking in with new girls back to back.
It's going to destroy the original girls. What is your biggest red flag going into this?
My biggest red flag has to be Aiden. His bizarre obsession with destroying his brother's relationship just because he personally dislikes Jasmine is so toxic.
It's super manipulative. He's trying to control his brother's life.
Right. If I was a girl in that villa, I would be staying so far away from him.
Okay, couple most likely to implode.
I think it's Jasmine and Kavan.
Even if Kavan somehow comes back single, which he won't, movie night is going to expose everything.
Exactly. Movie night will show exactly how easily his head turned, and it's going to show Kavan how Jasmine was using Priya.
The hypocrisy is going to blow up the entire villa.
Who is your islander most likely to surprise everyone?
I'm hoping it's Priya.
Really? How?
I am just hoping she surprises everyone by realizing Carlos gives her the ick, realizing Jordan is using her, and just walking out with her head held high.
Oh, babes, that is so hopeful of you.
I know, realistically, she'll probably just settle for Carlos because she's scared to go home.
Yeah, survival instinct is going to kick in, but I would love to see her have a boss moment and just reject both of them.
We can dream.
We really can. Well, Snark Squad, this is where we turn it over to you.
We need your input on all of this chaos.
Question 1. Going back to our rabbit hole, should Canada keep the monarchy, or is it time to dump them like a bad Casa Amor pairing?
And question 2. Which islander do you think would actually survive royal life?
Honestly, probably Priya. She loves a strict protocol.
She would have the corgis on a feeding spreadsheet by day 2.
She totally would. And question 3. Which couple are you rooting for going into this brutal recoupling this week?
Let us know. Thank you guys so much for joining The Spiral today.
Yes, babes, we appreciate you. Please remind yourselves to subscribe, leave a glowing 5-star review, and share this podcast with another messy babe who loves the drama as much as we do.
We need the validation, obviously.
Obviously. Stay flirty, stay chaotic, and we'll see you on the Snark side.